All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Be shipping out some orders this morning. Man, that's bright. Shipping out some orders this morning. We got some eBay and some Poshmark orders going out the door that sold yesterday. So if you're new to these streams, what I do is I show you each item that sold, talk about it a little bit, go over the price I paid and what it sold for and all that good stuff, and then just talk about stuff, answer some questions, hang out with you guys. That's what these lives are all about. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat below. If not, just hang out, see what sold. I don't even know how many we have. Caleb pulled all the orders for me this morning, so let me see. Orders, awaiting shipment. We have 9 eBay orders, and I think 2 Posh orders. Do we have any Depop orders? Let me go to my analytics page really quick. Slide you guys over too so I can read the chat. I don't even know what sold. Caleb pulled all my orders for me. So we have Poshmark. Oh, it might actually have some Depop orders too. Okay, cool. No, just Poshmark. Never mind. 2 Poshmark orders. The rest are all eBay orders. I should just look at the labels in front of me. What's up, Elliot? What's up, Juliet? What's up, Amy? What's up, Blended? Welcome in, everybody. Cool day. Lots of stuff planned for today, so I'm going to keep playing around with Nifty. If you saw the video I put out yesterday, never used the AI feature of Nifty before, and I started using it yesterday, and it's a game changer. I actually showed Kayla how to use it this morning. On top of that, Caleb Sells. So if you guys follow Caleb Sells, I know a lot of people on YouTube do. If you don't follow him on Instagram, go give him a follow. Great guy, knows a bunch about reselling. He's going to do his first listed live today, so he's got that planned in the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to get this done as fast as I can, so that way I can multicast his live to the YouTube and to Facebook. And then also another seller is going to go live today, so it looks like more people are wanting to go live on Listed, which is great because that's exactly how you make sales, is to go live on Listed. Those people are going to probably have a really good success rate getting sales and getting stuff sold. Caleb's got some really good stuff, by the way, so if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, you're going to want to hop into his live because I think he's got like new Tag Carhartts in there. He's going to wholesale a bunch of stuff off, so be on the lookout for his live. I'm going to multicast it so you guys will be able to watch it wherever you are. And then what else? There was something else today that I was going to do, but now I forgot. So I went to sleep with you, and now I'm waking up with you. I know. I went to sleep. I went to sleep like right after that live, and I feel refreshed. Happy Friday. Let's go. I was just watching your Nifty video. If I created a second eBay account, can I plug that into Nifty too? No, you can only use one account on Nifty at a time. You can't use multiple accounts. So if you needed to use a second account, you'd have to create a second Nifty account. Can't have 2 accounts. The reason for that is she doesn't want like you sharing your Nifty with a friend and then they create their listings and put it on their account like that. Yeah, that wouldn't work. So you have labels printed? I do. I printed the Poshmark and the Poshmark order labels, but I haven't printed eBay because I do eBay as we go. What's up, Stephanie? Welcome in. Also, we have your Whatnot orders to ship out too today that you guys bought yesterday. We didn't get a chance to ship them out yesterday because we got back home late. So the iTool, do you now put new items on Nifty first and then or still start on eBay? I'm doing it on Nifty first now. I always did on eBay. I was like always stuck in my ways. Did it on eBay first, but then after Tech's video yesterday, I gave Nifty a shot, and I was like, all right, let me just show people that you can use Nifty's AI tool, thinking like I was just going to show a tutorial. But then after I used it, I was like, holy crap, this thing is great. So now we're just going to be doing, Kayla's basically going to take all the photos out in the garage like she usually does, and then she'll just upload them in bulk onto Nifty, and then it'll automatically create the listings for each one of those. And then when she comes in here, or when I come in here later on in the day and I want to do some listings, all the drafts will already be in Nifty, and then I can just go through and edit them, put in the prices, make sure everything's good, and then put it out like easy peasy. So how do you know where the item is and what item? Like when I'm pulling orders, like this number system. So Glenn, you're on YouTube. I want you to watch this video. I'm going to go on my YouTube channel really quick. I'm going to link you a video, and it's going to go over the entire inventory system from front to back, left to right. It will go over the whole system. Let me just find the video really quick and I'll link it. Content videos. It's called Boxes versus Bins. It's right here. How do I share this from here? Get shareable link. Glenn, what I want you to do is tap on this link or go to my YouTube channel and look for the Boxes versus Bins video. That video that I just linked goes in depth on how to create the inventory system, how to pull your inventory, how the system works, all that. So including how to even make the labels for the system. So if you click on that link, you'll watch that video and you'll understand exactly how the system works. It wasn't created by me, it was created by a guy called Daily Refinement. He was the first one to put out the video, and basically I just like remade his video. I gave him credit in the beginning, but yeah, used his idea, and a lot of resellers use the same system. On Nifty, do you input expenses per purchase, receipts, or do you input each individual cost? You can do them as a cost of goods, or you can do them the way you're talking about. I usually do both, and at the end of the year, I'll just take whatever cost of goods has in the line on Nifty, I'll negate that, and I'll just use my receipts at the end of the year. The same thing I did on Jason's spreadsheet too. It gives me an exact profit per item, so I'll be able to track how much profit I'm making, but I don't need that at the end of the year, so then I just negate it, if that makes sense. I follow what you do. Gonna give the AI tool, try it. If you don't like it, keep doing what you're doing. I like it, so like I said, I never used it. I never used it. Never ever. Never ever ever. All right, I just want to show you guys really quick too on Listed, all upcoming lives. I don't know if people know about this because we haven't really had many live sellers, but Caleb's live is at 11:30 today, so in 30 minutes from now, Caleb live starts, and then we have another wholesaler live starting. So you can see there's lives starting to happen on Listed. So if you guys are looking for inventory, also there's tons of really great listings on Listed too. Like right now, there's Polo Ralph Lauren, brand new tag Polo Ralph Lauren. There's all kinds of good listings. So if you just scroll through, there's tons of good stuff. Go check it out. But we got 2 lives happening today, and I'm going to multicast Caleb's to my Facebook crowd. When you get a chance, can you show how to go live on Listed? Yeah, I gave everybody access. When you go down in your, here, I'll show you on my phone really quick. You're going to, oh, I gotta update the app. Hold on, I gotta update the app really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me update this, and then we'll get into shipping. For your wholesale side, does the amount you disperse to your wholesaler count as your cost of goods? Yes, any amount that I pay, or if I pay consignment or anything like that, that counts as my cost of goods. All right, so you're on the main page of Listed. This is what it should look like, or similar to this. You're gonna click on the bottom down here on your name. Click on that, and then it says go live right there. And then you'll click on that, create your title. If you want to multicast, you'll set up your multicast. It's all at the bottom. Create your listings. If you already had existing listings that you want to bring in, you can do that too beforehand. Set up your live, and you can set up a time to go live, and then it'll pop up on the main page. But yeah, it's right there under seller dashboard. It should say go live right there in the corner. That's how you create a live. Easy peasy. It's just like setting up a Whatnot live, by the way. It's like very, very similar. So, and the cool thing is I can bring your listings into my live if I ever go live. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start shipping out orders. We'll first start with a Ralph Lauren shirt that you guys probably recognize. This Ralph Lauren shirt. This is actually in yesterday's demonstration video that I did for Nifty. Super surprised. I listed this and it sold while I was editing that video. I was putting in the captions for the video, and I got a notification that I sold a Ralph Lauren shirt on Poshmark. And I was like, wait, is that the same Ralph Lauren shirt that I just listed with Nifty's AI tool? Sure enough, it sold. So what happened was, it listed with Nifty. This person liked the item. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and the person accepted. So within an hour of listing this Ralph Lauren shirt using Nifty's AI tool, their description, their photo, not their photos, their description, their title, all their item specifics, the shirt sold over on Poshmark. So pretty wild. I was stunned when I saw that sale come through. I was like, man, I don't sell Ralph Lauren that fast. That sold fast. I've never been on Facebook Live. You never been on Facebook Live, Joy? What's up, Joy? Joy's on. Joy, you said you were teaching summer school, right? I think that's what you said when you were in Surfs Live. Can sellers create bundles for buyers on eBay? You can. I think you can, but you got to make sure you describe everything correctly, because if you don't, you'll get a nice fat return on eBay. But yes, you can do bundles on eBay without any issues. Just make sure you describe it well in your description. What's the best platform to sell on? In my opinion, the best one for new people just starting out is going to be eBay. Start on eBay. Once you start on eBay, you figure out eBay, you can pretty much move to any other platform. I want to use Nifty, but don't want to pay the fee until I try it. And my free trial expired a while ago. Was teaching summer school. Yeah. Reach out to Nifty Joy. Reach out to Nifty on Instagram, and tell Nifty what happened, and tell Nifty to reach out to me if she has any questions, and then I'll let her know that she should let you have a free trial for 7 days again. So if you reach out to her on Instagram, just say, hey, my name's Joy. I want to try your platform. I signed up using a link before, and I never got a chance to use it for free. Is there any way I can use the free trial? She could probably go on her end and see if you ever used it, and if she notices you didn't use it, then she'll probably give you the free trial. But if she doesn't, she says, no, there's an issue, just tell her, hey, can you talk to K-Way about this? Because K-Way said if you talk to him, I'll get the free trial, and then I'll talk to her and be like, let Joy in. Just let Joy in for 7 days. So yeah, you deserve to use a 7-day free trial. Been on Posh for a while, cross-listed Depop and Mercari about a year ago, started eBay about 6 months ago, not many sales on eBay. How can I get more traffic to eBay products? Titles, descriptions, photos. And I think photos are key. Most people who have a trouble getting people to their listings don't take good photos. And I'll show you some of my photos here in a second when we get over my eBay, but photos are key. I learned that Nifty AI Lister uses smart credits plus a regular credit for each. Yes, so the smart credit is what generates all of your listing for you. The regular credits is what cross-lists it for you. So just like you were cross-listing before, you're using regular credits. There's an AI credit. So there's 2 separate credits on Nifty. I didn't really talk about AI credits because I never used them before, but now I'm going to be talking about them because I'm using them. AI credit generates listings, removes backgrounds, all that stuff. That's all. Anything that's done with AI is done with the AI credit. The regular credits are your listing credits. So you'll see that there'll be 2 different like pictures for the credits. So I use your link. I think whoever's link you used, it doesn't matter to me. Just tell her that you want 7 days, and she'll probably give it to you. If you're running credits, it's 200 smart credits for $5, which breaks down to I think you meant 0.25 credits for each listing. Yes, so if you do run out of credits, you can always buy more, or you can just wait till next month to get more. But yeah, it does cost more per credits if you run out. It's same as Vendoo. If you run out of credits on Vendoo, you got to pay for more credits on Vendoo. I take awful photos. I think a lot of people take not so great photos, and then they wonder why their listings aren't selling, and that's just the key, is taking good photos. For a new seller under 200 items, would you suggest 69? If you're under 200 items, you could do the bulk plan. You're like right on the cusp of what I think is low for that plan, because you want to make sure that plan pays for itself. That's the whole point of using a cross lister, an AI tool, things like that. I got something in my eye. But if you're listing consistently every month, if you have 200 items but you list like 100 items every month but you sell 100, then I think you're fine. If you're only listing like 5 items a week or something like that, and you've got up to 200, then I think that the tool, you still should cross list by hand, because again, you want to make sure the cross lister tool pays for itself. That's the whole point of paying for one, is make sure they pay for themselves. You can always try it for a month. If you use my link, you get 15% off your first month, so you can go with the $69.99 plan. Use it for a month, you get a little bit cheaper, and then if it doesn't work out for you, then you can always drop it. So yeah. Appreciate you, OVABs, hyping everybody up. I'm gonna throw Nifty, because there's a lot of talk about Nifty right now. I'm gonna throw my affiliate link in the comments. So if you're interested, you don't have to go anywhere else to find the link. If you're not interested, don't worry about it. You don't have to click it. It's all good. The link is a 7-day free trial, and it gets you 15% off your first month. So you can use it for 7 days. When you decide that you like it, that'll get you 15% off. How can I get to your live from last night? I want to rewatch it. Oh, it's on my Facebook page. So if you go to my page, it should be right below where this one is. So if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see I'm live right now, and then the post right below it will be the rewatch. So appreciate the question, Wendy. All right, let's go ahead and ship out the next order. Next order is a Tommy Bahama shirt. This one, I don't know what I paid. I think I paid $8 for this locally in a bulk buy. This is just a regular Tommy Bahama shirt. Nothing too crazy about this one. Sold for $22. I'm still out of the white bag. I'm still waiting for the post office to deliver my Tyvek envelopes. I don't know where. Monthly, I'll show you the monthly. Hold on. I'll show you it. Because I had a lot of questions about that yesterday. I didn't cover it in that short video because I just didn't have time to add in all the things. Also, Glenn, you're on YouTube again. There's a full guide to Nifty, It's on my YouTube page. So if you just go to my videos and scroll for a second, you'll see that nifty, what am I trying to say? You'll see the nifty guide. Here's the pricing for nifty. Automation, $35 a month. That's your delist, relist, your send offers, all that stuff. That does not include your cross listing. So this is all you get with this. It's all your automation. Again, runs in the background. Don't need anything running. Unlike Vendoo, you need some device running for Vendoo to work. You don't need that with Nifty. Cross listing. So if you just want cross listing, you don't want the automation, that's going to be this tier right here. That gets you 750 credits, 100 smart credits, analytics, all that stuff. Everything is all underneath there. If you want both of these together, there's an automation plus cross listing plan that's $69.99 a month. If you need more credits, you can always upgrade to the next tier. So instead of $39.99, you pay $59.99 a month. You get 2,000 listing credits, 500 smart credits. $69.99 a month gets you $89.99 a month under the bulk plan. The bundle plan gets you 2,000 listing credits, same as this, 500 credits. But you get both. You get both the automation and the cross listing. So I have this plan down here because I list a lot. So I have the $89.99 a month plan. So that is the pricing. It just depends on what you want. If you just have Poshmark or eBay, you can just use this plan too for the automation. But I don't know of many people who actually just use the automation tool for one platform. I don't know of many people who use that. You gonna finish this? You're leaving? Okay. Don't forget the box. I finished the last pair of leggings, leaving me a final count of 879. Holy cow! Out of that bulk buy, that's insane. It's insane. Good question, Jamble. We tried Jamble. Jamble doesn't have Android, which is like the biggest issue with Jamble. If they had Android, I think they would compete. I don't know how hard they would compete with Whatnot. Also, I've heard there's a lot of issues with Jamble. A lot of people selling fake stuff recently. And I just don't know if they have like a plan of growing. I don't know what their plan is for growth. Their plan is very weird. Instead of focusing on Android, they're focusing on building like battles and stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense. They're kind of trying to do like a TikTok live kind of thing over there. I think if you're going to start live selling, you should start live selling on Whatnot. We've tried Jamble. We had one of the biggest shows on Jamble when they brought us over. We did like 4 or 5 shows and then we gave up on Jamble because our price per unit dropped like significantly. I was giving people $15 for free to use, or no, $25 for free to use on Jamble as credits, and my prices were still lower than Whatnot prices. I negotiated a better code just so I could see how it works. And yeah, I would say if you're looking to live sell, don't live sell on Jamble. Live sell somewhere else. Already read that. I saw Surf's Instagram poll about evaluating. Yes. Do you usually do that? We do. Every once in a while, me and Surfs will hop on live together. I will make fun of them a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty fun. And we'll look at your stores. We won't make fun of your stores intentionally, but we will look at your stores. I quit Jamble a while back. Did quite well on it. I was a top 20 seller in 2023. Jamble is not for me anymore. Yeah, I don't know their growth plan. Their growth plan is weird. Very weird. They have great potential. Great potential, but I just don't know if they know that. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyways, let's ship out some eBay orders. We have a few going out. I gotta finish this up in the next 18 minutes because Caleb's gonna go live and I wanna make sure I can multicast that. So Farm Rio, this is a brand new tag Farm Rio bikini tank top thing. Caleb picked this up. We picked this up actually at TJ Maxx and Marshall's during their last summer yellow tag event. So this has been listed for a while. We paid only $14 for this and it's sold for $45. So nice little TJ Maxx score. How do we submit our store for something like that? So Surfs will probably put something in his Instagram whenever he hasn't told me when he wants to do that exactly, like what day it's going to be. But whatever he does, he'll probably put a post on his Instagram feed and his Facebook feed for you guys to submit your stores. I'll probably do the same thing on mine, and then we'll pick like 3 stores from who gets submitted, or whoever submits. Just know that there's going to be a lot of people that submit their stores, so don't feel bad if we don't select yours. We'll probably also select some people's stores from within the live too. So if you're live with us watching it, we'll probably ask you guys for your store links. But yeah, don't feel bad if we don't pick your store. It's just, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that submit their stores. That's something me and Surfs do for free. We just hanging out, answering people's questions. We like doing that every once in a while, and then bantering back and forth. Ralph Lauren polo shirt, nothing special about this, but I picked this up in a wholesale buyout, actually from the same guys that I buy a bunch of wholesale from, that are on listed right now, that literally have a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren available. I think it's like 200 plus pieces or something like that available right now. I forget what I pay per unit on the polos. I know I pay more for dress shirts, less for polos. So I think I paid like $5 for these or something like that. This one sold for $18. But again, if you're looking for bulk Polo Ralph Lauren, there's literally a lot on listed right now. There's multiple Polo Ralph Lauren bulk lots on listed right now. You just have to scroll and find them. They are a little pricey, but if you have excess money to spend in your business, you have money just laying around, and you want to buy some inventory and have it delivered right to your door, those are literally vetted sources that I get stuff like this from, and I sell all the time, and I just brought them over to list it. So they're available right now. How do you submit your store links? Well, you have to wait. Once Surfs put out a story about it, and I'll probably put out a story the same day, then we'll ask for you to DM your store links, and then I'll select like 3 or 4 people, and then he'll select 3 or 4 people, and then we'll also do it during the live too. So if you don't get selected, if you watch the live, we'll also choose people within the live, but we haven't done it yet, so it'll probably happen sometime next week, if I had to guess. Next up, good sale right here. This is an online arbitrage pickup. I paid $22 for these. These are Marine Layer Saturday pants, and they sold for $54. So 22 into 54, and I bought these retail arbitrage, actually online arbitrage, which means I bought these from a retail store online and relisted them back online in my store and made some money. So if you've never tried that, you should try it. There's tons of opportunity out there to buy from retail stores that do sales and clearance sales. They're just trying to move some product, and if you are a savvy enough shopper, you can get some good deals and then list them on eBay and make some money. So I probably, after fees and everything, I probably doubled my money on this investment. So I made $22. I invested to $22. That's a great return on a retail arbitrage. Usually on retail arbitrage, you're looking to double your money. It's not like thrift stores where you can pay $5 and sell something for $50. That very, very rarely happens. Retail arbitrage, but you do get brand new inventory, which is great for your store. It's great for your store. Speaking of new Attack products, here's another one. This is a poncho shirt. I got this from a bulk buy. Somebody on Instagram reached out to me. If you guys have been watching the lives, you've been seeing I've been selling a ton of these. There's another one that sold. I think I probably have maybe 20 of these left now. They've been selling like hotcakes. And yeah, basically selling one per day. Poncho is like one of the hottest fishing shirt brands out there right now. If you find these even in pre-owned condition at the thrift store, highly suggest you pick them up because they always sell really quick. Appreciate everybody hanging out too. Make sure you guys are liking the live wherever you're watching the live from. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. As I'm shipping out the last few orders, I'll make sure I answer all your questions. How's it going? What's up, Reed? It's going good. How are you doing? Another day, another dollar. Girls are going to the movies right now. It looks like it's about to rain outside, so it'll be a nice little movie day for them. And I'm going to get some work done while they are all at the movies. I forget what movie they're watching. I think they're watching, is Dragons come out today? It might be the Dragons release day. Our biggest thrift store find, bought a paperweight for $2.99 and sold it on eBay for $2K. You remind me of Felix. Felix did the same thing. He bought like a paperweight at the thrift store for like crazy low, and he resold it for insane money. Who would have known paperweights sell for crazy money? Here's a Brooks Brothers men's polo shirt. I don't know when I picked this up. I probably picked it up in a bulk buy. I only sold it for $14.99. It's nothing crazy at all. But if I had to guess, I only paid like $1 or $2 for this in a bulk buy. This is just gonna go right into a poly bag and ship out. Did Kayla grab all the orders? I don't see. She's missing some orders, so I'll have to go out and find out where these are. She's missing a Xenia tie. That must have sold this morning. Yeah, it did sold this morning. But she's missing a Xenia tie. I'll have to do that after the live. I'll have to go find that Xenia tie. I don't see it. Let me text her really quick. Make sure she didn't grab it. I'm just missing it. Still moving, yes. We had a showing the other day, but the person came back and said they weren't interested because we have a 1.5 bath, but our half bath is in the garage, and they said they didn't like that the half bath was in the garage. They wanted it in the house. That was their pick. They were in the house for like 40 minutes too. We were hopeful that they really liked it because they were in here for a while. Usually, if you don't like a house, you're in and out. But yeah, they said because the bathroom is in the garage, it's like one of those old school cleanup bathrooms. Like you come home from work and instead of coming into the house, you come through the garage and you clean yourself up, and then you come into the house. That's basically what it is. But they didn't like that, so they didn't want it. Well, no, we haven't moved yet. Do you think the clothing market is saturated? Everything I read online suggests it is. I mean, clothing in general is saturated. If you go to a thrift store, that's like the number one thing in every thrift store is they're filled with clothing. So yeah, there's tons of clothing in every thrift store. So is it saturated? Yes, but there's certain brands that are not so saturated. There's like Poncho, for example. If you look up Poncho men's shirts on eBay, we'll do it right now. I'll show you an unsaturated market. Let me go to my... Let's see. Certain brands within the market. That's, look at this. Look at mine. Mine are at the top. Beautiful. Poncho men's shirt. I'm just going to look up men's poncho shirt. I'm not going to look up long sleeve, short sleeve. I'll just show you what this brand has. So pre-owned condition, there's 310 listed. This is pre-owned condition. Sold, there is currently 1,949 sold, which means this has like a 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Has like over a 600% sell-through rate. So this is an unsaturated market. If you find a brand like this, you're good to go. So you just have to focus on picking up the right brands. Certain brands do better than others. But yeah, is the market saturated? Sure, there's a ton of clothes listed on eBay, but if you're a savvy reseller, you'll be able to pick up the right stuff to make money. So do you sell Buffalo David Britton? No. Buffalo David Britton. Let's look this up. Let's look up Buffalo David Britton jeans. Buffalo David Britton jeans right there. Here you go. Buffalo David Britton jeans. Let's look at these in pre-owned. As you can see, even in pre-owned condition, the first one sold for $5. Pre-owned condition, there's 2,282 currently listed, or currently sold, sorry. Currently sold, there's 2,290 currently sold. See how many are listed. There's 18,390 listed, which means it's opposite of what those poncho shirts are. There's way more listed than there are sold. And then if you go to the solds, you see what's actually selling. They're not selling for much. There's one that sold for $34.99, but the chances of you selling these, like this person got $40. If you're a newer reseller, you're like, wow, look at this. You can sell these for $40. I'm gonna pick these up. But you didn't look up that it's gonna take you literally probably a year and a half based off the sell-through rate to get this. Now you do need to look up certain styles. I'm sure certain styles do better than others. But yeah, I would never pick up Buffalo David Britton. Even though they have solds around $35, there's just way too many listed and way little sold, and I do not want to sit on that item forever. So weak reason you can build a bathroom. I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you were in this house. Oops. Well, I don't want to reply. Hold on. That's what I was saying. I was saying it was a weak reason myself, because yeah, they can just add on to the bathroom, or they can just punch out the wall that's right there and they can make it into a bathroom if they really wanted to. So yeah, I pick up mainly for a quick turnover. Yeah, if you pick up a brand like Buffalo David Britton, it's got to be cheap, and you got to list it super duper low. That's what I would say. Thanks. I'm thinking of moving towards men's vintage. I have access to many great pieces. Nice. One thing I'll say is with vintage, a lot of the people that I'm watching on YouTube, I'm watching on Instagram, picking up vintage pieces, they're not basing their pickups off sell-through rate. They're not even looking at what's listed versus what's sold. They're looking at what looks cool. And I think that's the opposite way of selling. I think a lot of those sellers have issues selling because they don't actually know how to look up their pieces. They just throw stuff up on Depop and they're like, oh, this piece looks really cool. I'm going to throw it up on Depop for a random price and hope somebody buys my item. Whereas if they just did the research that I just did, they would understand that when they look up that vintage shirt, there's way too many listed and way little sold with that exact same shirt. And that's why a lot of the vintage t-shirt sellers have full stores and they only sell like 1 or 2 items a day, because they're not really doing any research. They're just grabbing what looks cool to them. So I never grab what looks cool to me usually. Every once in a while I will, but most of these shirts, like this shirt right here, I would never be caught dead in this shirt. But I know these shirts sell well based off of my research, so that's why I picked these up. I'm just curious, how much do y'all make net a month from eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop? So last year, I won't give you net per month because it adjusts depending on where we are. If we're selling more on Whatnot, if we're selling more on eBay, Poshmark. But last year, profit-wise, we did over 100,000 profit just in sales, not including social media or anything like that. Just in sales, we did over 100,000 profit. So hope that answers your entire question. I'm not going to give you the exact amount. It was over 100,000, but I'm not going to give you the exact amount. So you can make this into a full-time gig for sure. And we focus a lot on social media. If we just focused more on selling, we would make a lot more money just selling. But yeah, Christy, you're here, Christy. The word vintage is an overused keyword. Facts. Everything is vintage. So if you type in vintage, it's a very overused keyword. All right. Let's go ahead and ship out the last few orders. I don't know if Kayla grabbed. Oh, she meant to. Okay, I'm gonna show you the tie that sold right now. This is an Ermenegildo Xenia tie. This tie right here sold. This is my cover photos, by the way. Make sure your photos are nice. Look how nice those photos are. You wonder how tie sellers sell ties for so much? It's because the photos look really, really nice. And I used Photo Room to take out the background of this tie. But there you go. I should have probably edited it so it didn't have this little bar right there, but it doesn't really matter. Ermenegildo Xenia. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because it's on the side of the photo. Sold for $30. Kayla just forgot to grab this, so that's why I'm showing it to you here, because I can't show it to you on live. This Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, though, sold for $22.50. Nice all-over striped Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt. These are good to pick up. The multicolor polo shirts always sell really well. Good morning. Just letting you know, I am that one that bought the 3X cart yesterday. Wasn't sure if you figured out the name. Janet, appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to ship all that out. Kayla has that all separated. I'm going to ship that out right after this live, actually. I watch y'all grow from the ground up. Makes me smile all the time. Appreciate you, Joy. Yes, you have. You've been watching us since TikTok days. Since the old TikTok days. Joy's been an OG. And Joy's got the best name. The best name out of all of you in this chat. She's got my mom's name, so she's got the best name. This one's going to ship out for 10 ounces. Buyer, I'm paying $5.31. Buyer paid $9. For example, of a belt or bow tie. I have some I've listed, but the pics look like crap. Not sure how to take a good picture of those. I do have a tie listing live somewhere on Facebook. It's probably going to be a while to scroll. But I do have a tie listing live available where I actually showed how I listed ties and took the photos and all that stuff. So if you can find that video, go watch it. It's a good video. So got an Orvis short sleeve for $5. Nice. Not all Orvises are worth picking up though. Not all Orvises are worth picking up. So make sure you do your research on those. No worries. You can always ask questions. I found 2 Xenia suits from Neiman Marcus Darkside, $42.20 per. Thoughts? Thanks, mate. I don't pick up all Xenia suits. You got to make sure you do research on those. Not all Xenias are created equal. There's certain edition of Xenia suits that sell very, very fast and for really good money, and there's others that don't. Same as Ralph Lauren suits. There's Ralph Lauren suits that basically you never want to pick up. But there's Ralph Lauren made with Laurel Piana fabric. I actually picked up one yesterday. It was Laurel Piana camel hair Ralph Lauren suit. That's completely different because now it has a fabric content made from a specific fabric maker that makes that suit worth picking up. So make sure you're doing your research, putting in all the keywords. If it's just a plain Xenia suit, usually I pass on those. So that was my first purchase. Let's go. Appreciate you. Appreciate your first purchase. Lacoste Sport. This is just a men's Lacoste Sport hoodie. I don't remember what I picked this up for. I probably got it in a bulk buy. I probably paid like $8 for it. This one sold for $30. And that's the last item of this live, which is perfect timing because I got to head off to multicast Caleb's live. So again, Caleb Sells is going to be live on Listed here in just a minute. I'm going to multicast his live to Facebook, so you guys will see me go live again here in a second, but it won't be me. It'll be Caleb on Facebook. But he's going to be wholesaling off a bunch of like really, really dope inventory. He's got tons of good stuff. So if you're interested in buying some wholesale right off of a guy that knows his stuff, Caleb's going to be live here in a minute. So look out for that live. And let me just ship this out real quick. I'm gonna multicast. Again, cool thing that I can do unlisted is I can take people's lives and push them to my Facebook audience, and also YouTube audience. And Caleb could do the same. So he'll be live on basically 4 places all at once, which is really, really cool. So we're gonna get that taken care of in just a second. Appreciate you guys hanging out. What do you use? I use a app called Photo Room. Photo Room. You can also use Nifty to do it. I just already have Photo Room set up, so I use Photo Room to do so. But yeah, you can also use Nifty to do that. All right, I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you guys. I might be live later today doing some listings and hanging out with you guys because they're at the movies, so I got some free time today to go live. So, but for right now, I'm gonna be over hanging out with